브리오슈 지역별 소개 영상을 먼저 시청해주세요.
Hello everybody, I'm Jean-Louis Beauvillier. I'm working at Le Safre as a technician for now 30 years and I'm coming to Korea about 20 years now and to give a technical support to our customer to show how to use our Le Safre product as a yeast, as an improver, as a levain, sourdough. But also we introduce sometimes some specific bread as we did in the past, baguette and hand mixing. But today we are pleased to introduce a regional brioche recipe as is very popular in France. Many different recipes in France. Some of them are well known even outside France, but some of them are very local and we can say they isolate because only few people know about this specific recipe and today we are going to share some of them.
프랑스 북부 지역의 브리오슈인 꼬기를 소개합니다.
So now we're going to introduce a coquille. Coquille is a specialty from north of France. Coquille means a shell, and the specific shape should represent the Jesus when he's born. So it's a specific recipe for Christmas. And you will see later the shaping. For that, we use a regular brioche dough, we can say, except we put some pearl sugar. So in a recipe, we have flour, we have water and eggs as a liquid, sugar, salt, and butter. For the yeast, we use SSD Gold, 1.2%. And improver, for the softness and volume, we use Ibis Yellow at 0.2%. So this is for the dough, and at the end of mixing, we include this pearl sugar. Just before that, we're going to blend the sugar with a melting butter, a little bit. We can do now, and end of mixing, we just add this pearl sugar. So this butter will provide also better melting inside when we bake. So in place of the sugar, of the crystal, you have some syrup. We're making very fresh the brioche. So we keep that for the end of mixing. So we put first the flour, Ibis Yellow and yeast, salt and sugar, and we blend it a bit dry before to add the liquid. Eggs 30% and water 30%. So it's quite a regular recipe in terms of ingredients. We have 30% eggs, 30% butter, and 12% sugar. So we mix as a regular brioche also. We have some low speed in order to fix the dough. We do the dough development in second speed before adding the butter. So now we're going to the fast speed. So now the dough is okay to put the butter a little bit developed, not full, as we have still mixing with the butter. We go back in the low speed. So we can go in a fast speed in order to finalize the dough development before adding the sugar. Okay, so since the dough now is developed, now so we can put the sugar inside. And we go back on the low speed for that. Okay. So we have everything inside with the sugar. So now the dough is mixed for coquille, and we're going to cover and leave for 60 minutes before dividing. So now we take the coquille for dividing after the 60-minute fermentation. As you can see, the dough rises little. You put on table like that. So this is a bread for Christmas, as I say, and normally it's a family brioche, and sometimes the weight can go up to 500 grams, 800 grams pieces. But today we do medium size, about 300 grams dough weight. Okay. So now we're going to pre-shape little bit like that. And give a resting for 30 minutes before the final shaping. So now we're going to shape the coquille. So shaping is something special. We just give, first of all, a little stick like that, not too long. And we cut about 10% of the dough on each size like that. Not fully cut, sorry. Just press enough to get dough together, but without any broken after bake, of course. So now the dough is shaped like that. We're going to prove how it is. Small stick. And we cut about 10% of each size. And this shape should represent Jesus when he's born, body, Jesus' body. After proof, we're going to cut on the size in order to give another look about this shape. So this product is very popular in North of France, but mainly doing on craft bakery. Difficult to do this shape in industry, so it's very traditional bread. So now we're going to proof for about 90 minutes before egg wash and cutting on the surface and baking. So this is a coquille after the proofing. So we're going to put egg wash on surface like that before to cut with a scissor. So there is two ways of cutting. So this is the first way of cutting, just little bit like that. Same here. After that, you do the same on the opposite side. So another one more simple. You just cut 3 times on the sides like that. Okay, and now we put directly in the oven. So this is a coquille after baking. As you can see, it's very brown color, nice color on surface, and we can see the cut like that. Shape, we keep the shape as we mentioned about Jesus with head, leg, and body. And so this is a Christian bread, and most of the time is to share for Christmas. And very interesting when you cut, because of you have this pearl sugar inside. You have a pearl sugar who melting inside. And on the surface, you can see it's still here, but it's melting because of the butter coating before to put in the dough, and it's become like a syrup after that. So it's very, very soft.